So are you looking for the #1 real estate wholesaling tool there is? Well, look no further because you found it. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to use PropStream for wholesaling. All right, first I'm gonna talk to you about why you should be using PropStream. Then I'm gonna show you how to use it in my own personal PropStream account. And by the end of this, you're gonna be a PropStream genius for using it for wholesaling real estate. And I'm also gonna show you how you can get started today for free. All right, so why should you use PropStream for your wholesaling real estate business? Well, let me tell you, there's two reasons. One, you can find motivated sellers on this service. And it doesn't have to be sellers of just houses. It can be sellers of commercial, sellers of vacant raw land. And then you can find the buyers. That is wholesaling all day long. All we're doing when we're wholesaling real estate is we're getting a property at a discount and selling it for a little bit more to a cash buyer. And what PropStream allows, what PropStream offers is both of those things. So I'm gonna go ahead and log into my own personal PropStream account and show you a screen share of exactly how I use PropStream for my real estate wholesale business. All right, so welcome to PropStream. This is my own personal account. This thing costs me $99 a month, but I'm gonna give you a link today at the end of this video that's going to give you a 7-day free trial so you can get in there and start finding motivated house sellers, motivated office sellers, motivated land sellers, and also even better, motivated cash buyers beating down your door to buy your deals. All right, so let's just first start with one of my favorite cities, and that is Orlando, Florida. All right, so I'm gonna show you how to use this in your wholesaling business, how I use it in my wholesaling business. And a lot of people know me as the land guy, the land man. So I love looking up vacant parcels of land in PropStream. Let me go back. I'm gonna go to Orlando, Florida. That's my area. I'm interested in that area. I'm gonna go to filters, and then I'm gonna go to the quick list choices. A lot of people look over these. You can actually start going and manipulating each one of these individual things like property characteristics or MLS status. I don't care if it's on the MLS or not. Pre-foreclosure bank owned status, ownership information. And I say I don't care if it's on the MLS, I prefer off market. But when I'm reaching out to them, if it's listed, I'll still reach out to them. It doesn't matter if it's listed or not with the realtor. Because at the end of the day, I'm just looking for motivated sellers. All right, so I'm gonna go to the quick list choices. I had already mentioned vacant land. That's one of the things I use in my wholesale business. I love to wholesale vacant raw pieces of land. So if I click on that, it shows me that there are 24,000 vacant raw pieces of land in Orlando. Well, I want to filter that down because that's quite a bit. Let's just say that I want to find people that are individually owned. They individually own this land. So it's not in an LLC or a corporation. So now I'm looking at 7,621. The next thing I can do to actually, reduce that is I can go to mortgage information and I can go to loan types or interest rate. Maybe the interest rate's high, or maybe I can show like if they don't owe anything, like free and clear. So those are some examples how you can kind of reduce that list. Another thing, a lot of people wholesale houses. So let's back out of there. I'm going to take out the vacant land, and then I'm going to go to property characteristics or quick list, and I could go to vacant houses. So vacant right now, so any vacant property right now is showing up that's individually owned is 4,192. So I want to go to property characteristics, and I want to look only want to look at the residential properties. And then I want to see how many there are in Orlando, Florida. So there are currently 3,901 vacant individually owned properties right there in Orlando, Florida. Now, I'm gonna show you exactly how you can send a postcard and skip trace these guys to get in touch with them. So postcard, obviously that we're just sending a postcard in the mail. To skip trace them is to get their phone number and their email address, and then you can reach out to them, whether it be a phone call or a text message or an email. So the first thing I'm gonna do is select unique properties, and then I wanna add this list, and I'm just gonna call it the vacant house list, Orlando, Florida, and then save it. And then now I've added it to my properties list. And as soon as that's done saving, I'm gonna head on over to the properties side. So I'm gonna scroll over here to my properties, and then I'm gonna find what I just saved called vacant house list Orlando. There's 3,900 in there. I'm gonna click on it, and then I'm gonna select all. As soon as it's done loading, I'm gonna select all. If you notice, I've selected 3,901 parcels, which are vacant houses in Orlando, Florida. And then I'm gonna hit new campaign. And then here's the skip tracing one I was talking to you about, where you can get the phone number and the email. You can do this for 12 cents a record. So what is that? For 3,900 records, 3,900 times 0.12. So you can buy this, you can literally skip trace this entire list and get phone numbers and emails. So you can text and call and email for $468. Or, which I recommend this as well, not just skip trace, but also mail these guys a postcard. So you're hitting them with a postcard in the mail, you're calling them, you're texting them, and hopefully if you get an email, that is 4 ways of communication. And if you really want to get next level status, you can go and door knock them. That's 5 ways, 5 touches, where most people aren't even willing to do 1 touch. And if you check out my other video, I showed how to do, door knocking techniques. I show you exactly me out there door knocking. All right, so I want to show you some other lists too that we mail in our house wholesaling business. I'm going to go back to the search, and I'm going to go back to Orlando, Florida. And I'm going to go to filter, and I love these quick list choices. I love mailing list pendants or pre-foreclosures, people that are behind on their mortgage, or they're not making their payments. And then let's see as far as pre-foreclosures go, and we're only going to look at residential individual. Right there, 941 properties currently in list pendants or notice of default. All right, let's go and check out some more lists. That's a pretty small list, so you're gonna need some more to mail. Cash buyers. So one thing I talked about in the beginning of this video is I was gonna show you how to find cash buyers. So now we're looking for cash buyers, and I don't care if they're individual. A lot of times they buy in LLCs. So I'm gonna leave that one wide open for now, just to see how many cash buyers are buying residential houses right now in Orlando, Florida. 44,888. That is overwhelming. So I want to go and I want to check and see. I really only want to look at the cash buyers that have bought in the last 6 months. So I'm going to go to ownership info, and I'm going to go to the last sale date of today, and I'm going to go 6 months back. So it's now May. We're going to go all the way to December. Let's just say December 1st. Let's see what that comes up to. 1,488 cash buyers currently buying residential. Let's see who is buying just in LLCs. Owner type, and then I want to click on corporate. Currently 915 of those. I would select them all and then add them to a list called Cash Buyer Residential Orlando, Florida, and then skip trace those guys and say, hey, I just picked up an amazing property in Orlando, Florida. I've got it at a deep discount. I was wondering if you were interested in hearing more about it. Or, hey, I noticed that you purchased a house on 123 Main Street 6 months ago. I'm a wholesaler. I come across great smoking hot deals all the time. I just wanted to see if you consider looking at my next deal. What's the best phone number? What's the best email? You already got the phone number, really. Is this the best phone number to reach you on? And what's the best email to send it to you? So this is how you can find cash buyers to buy your amazing deals that you find on PropStream. I just want to go over one more list before I leave you here, and then before I give you that link to where you can use this program for free today, and that is the senior owners list. A lot of times these are 55 years and older. We do a lot of deals with people that have a second home in Florida to where they might want to get rid of it. It's paid off. So what I'll do is I'll do the senior owners free and clear, and those two combined, they have a lot of equity, and a lot of times they're looking to unload or get rid of it, so it's not giving a burdensome property to their children. And again, as promised, that free link to use this PropStream for free today is the landsharkslist.com. Again, that's the landsharkslist.com, and you can start using this PropStream for free, and go out there and let PropStream work for you and use it in your wholesaling business.